So we're done, and here we've got, well, we've got the 20 elves. We've got a standard bearer, we've got a musician over there. I think we have like a leader or a HQ unit. We've got one with the pet cat. So it's all assembled. So what we'll attempt to do now is we'll attempt to paint it. The thing is, while I was thinking of how to build an army really quick, because the idea is to get the miniatures on the table as fast as possible. So the first thing I decided to do was to go for an extremely simple color scheme. So what I'll be doing with these guys is I will actually go for a more wood elf or kind of vibe. So what I'll do is first I'll spray the I'll give the figures a white base coat, like a flat white base coat. Then I'll probably touch up with the brush, and then I'll go in with a green wash, and I'll try to pick up the highlights one more time. And the faces, I'll give some elf flesh for the faces, and maybe give a little bit of a wood wash for the spears. So it's a very simple technique. If I keep the technique simple, I can build a lot of these guys really, really quick. The sculpts are actually quite detailed, so I'm pretty sure when I put the wash in, the wash will find its way into the details and the recesses and bring the design out. So I don't really have to go in there with a whole lot of detail. Also, I'm not going to be too concerned about the boots, because I want the boots to have the same color. I want these elves to sort of blend into the forest as they go in, assuming it's a forest with a lot of white and green. But yeah, I want them to blend into the forest. I want a very simple, unified color for all of them. So that's what we're going to be doing for this video. So stay till the end. I don't know how much or how I'll be shooting this video. Just stay with me, and I'll probably see you in video number 3. Okay. Right, so it's very important that when, at least for this color scheme, that I had the white done flat, or at least the base done nice and neat. So I made extra effort to make this one as neat as possible and as flat as possible, because at the end of the day, this is going to be the basis for the whole color scheme of the figure. So even after I sprayed the figure, I went in there with a little brush and I made sure the bait coat was nicely done. Coverage was like flat and smooth. What I did next was I added, I used unpainted green tone, but I used 3 parts water and 1 part green tone. And this was important because I just wanted to see what the figure looked like, so I gave the figure just a nice light wash over it. So what I did next was, once that was dry, now it's very important to get that part done right. So once that was done, I did another wash, but this time I did a wash with 2 part, one part green tone and 1 part water. And I went in for all the parts where I thought there will be shadow, just pull out more detail. And the only way to pull out more detail was to make sure the shadows are done dark. Next, a little bit of white, and I brought up the highlights. This was quite important because I knew by bringing up the highlights, the next step would enhance the figure. At least for this color scheme and this technique for this particular army. The final wash is basically pure green tone, and this one again I went into all the detail parts where I think there will be shadow, and also I also did not give the figure a whole overall splash. I just emphasized on deeper shadows. This helps bring the detail out for the figure. I then proceeded to do the spear. Now the spear I did with skeleton bone, and I also did the face of the elf, and this one I used elven flesh. I picked out the face, and I was going in again to pick out the ears. I then used a little bit of flesh wash, and the flesh wash was just to give to pull out the detail on the spear, and some flash wash for the elf face. I think this helps bring more detail out, and for me at least, it helps deepen the figure and gives it a more dramatic look, which I sort of quite like. I then proceeded to give the face a little bit more highlight. I went in there with a little bit of elven flesh to do the nose part and the raised part of the face. I also went in a little bit of white and, like, you know, touched up spots where I think they would need more, well, highlight. And here it is. I did the base very, very quickly, just so you can see what the figure looks like. The full run of this figure and how I painted this figure is in the description. So if you want to see how I did all of this, just click the link in the description and, well, you'll be sent to the video. Thanks so much for watching. The third video is up next. Let's see what I'll be showcasing. Till then, thank you very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.